close your eyes. Sit nice and tall. You can have your hands resting palms up or down on your knees or your thighs. And start to go inward. Arriving here, checking in, noticing how you feel in the practice today. So just taking this time to really slow down, checking in with how the body feels physically. Notice if any places feel really good, if you feel achy, tired, whatever's going on, just paying attention. Noticing the mind, what's going on up there. Are your thoughts very busy and racing, or can you let yourself get in a quiet, still land? Notice the emotional body, what's going on in that landscape. And then just start to really feel into the breath, breathing in and letting go. And then follow along with me. Breathe into the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, then hold the breath. Then exhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round like that. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And then let it go. So when we think about the breath, the inhale is more stimulating and the exhale is relaxing. So to get into a relaxed state, we're going to lengthen the exhale twice as long as the inhale. So breathe into the count of 1, 2, 3, then exhale out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale twice as long. One more. Breathe in. 2, 3. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Palms touch. And then here, setting your intention for class, a word to focus on or a phrase. Maybe a word like presence, gentleness, kindness, health, or balance. Whatever you want to call in to your class today. Breathe in. And let it go. You can lower your hands down and open your eyes. So welcome to practice, everyone. Hopefully you feel a little more calm and grounded. So we're just going to do a little bit of lecture and then get right into our asana practice. Does anyone have any requests? Wayne, yes, on Tuesdays, if you want to do some back stuff. Yeah, so we'll do some nice kind of therapeutic back stretching, strengthening. Anyone on Zoom have any requests? Good. Great. So we have gone over the 8 limbs of yoga, and we've also kind of touched a little bit on the Yoga Sutras. So the Yoga Sutras are one of the oldest texts associated with yoga. They were written in like the Vedic era, about 5,000 years ago. And the sutras are 195 terse aphorisms. So they're short sentences with a lot of meaning. So an aphorism is a short statement with like a well of knowledge. So you can kind of meditate on each sutra for a lifetime or like a couple weeks or a month. And traditionally, when studying the sutras, you would, as a student, study with a teacher and kind of go over it and discuss it. And I think the sutras are really interesting because we can relate them to ourselves. So really kind of having a personal connection to each of the sutras. So it outlines the 8 limbs and goes into a lot of yoga philosophy and also just ways to live our lives. So if you kind of want to really make your yoga a lifestyle, you could study the sutras and really commit to them. So similar to, I can't remember in the Bible, I think it's like the Psalms, they're like lines, like one line that you can really meditate on. So like the Yoga Sutras. And today we're going to go over the first one. So there are 4 chapters, and the first sutra of the first chapter, 1.1, is Atha Yoga Nushasanam. So the language is Sanskrit, which is one of the oldest languages in the world, and it's a vibrational language. So the word, whatever the word is, the sounds connect to that meaning. So Shiva is like the Hindu god of destruction. So when you chant Om Namah Shivaya with those words in Sanskrit, is the vibration of that person of strength and like the warrior. I don't know, does that make sense? So Atha Yoga Nushasanam means now yoga begins. So begins the authoritative teaching on yoga. So Atha means now, or a prayer. It's the first letter of the alphabet. So it's auspicious. The blessing will be bestowed upon us. So like now we begin Atha, A, right? First letter of the alphabet. And what this sutra is really talking about is present. So now yoga begins right here at 8:39 in Chambers Auditorium in this basement with us, with everyone on Zoom. And yoga isn't something that we get to like when I lose weight or when I become a vegetarian or after I graduate college or after I like earn a certain amount of money. Now I can do yoga or now I can, whatever, fill in the blank. But yoga begins now in this present moment. And one of the really like heartfelt like roots of this idea in this text of yoga is presence. So much of our mind, we're thinking about the past or we're worrying about the future. And I'm sure you guys have experienced this. Most of the things you worry about usually don't come true, right? You like play out this conversation you might have and you're like freaked out. And most of the time, it's usually fine, right? So Atha Yoga Nushasanam, now yoga begins, or now union is revealed, right? So yoga is presence and connection. So now you can really be in this present moment experience. And when we're in our practice, hopefully it feels like a vacation for the mind. So our thinking doesn't have to be so busy. And every moment in our life is a new beginning. There's a beautiful, I think she's a Buddhist teacher named Pema Chodron. Has anyone heard of that person? She has a quote that says, "To be fully alive and awake is to be continually thrown out of the nest." So if you think of like, even college is like this safe little nest, this bubble, but then we have to really do hard things and challenge ourselves and grow, like be thrown out of the nest, like go live on our own and move to a city where we don't know anyone or start a new job and we've never had that job before. So that is also to be fully awake, be thrown out of the nest. So that's the first Yoga Sutra. Now yoga begins, and now union is revealed. The second sutra, 1.2, so the first chapter, the second line is Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And this is probably the most popular sutra, and it's the definition of yoga. Yoga is the quieting of the mind. So chitta is the mind stuff, our consciousness. It's said that our mind is like a monkey who's been stung by a scorpion, like running around super crazy. I'm sure you guys have had those times where you're just like, so many things, I need to like write it out, like lots going on. So chitta is the mind, and yoga chitta vritti. So vritti means to kind of restrain or control, nirodha. So yoga is the quieting of the mind, the stilling of the fluctuation of the thoughts. So again, if yoga is anything, it's letting ourselves get really present and calm. And I believe that it's our natural state to be calm and relaxed and happy, and everyone hopefully is born like happy, and like babies are generally pretty happy, but our society and all the conflict that's going on and like all of this pressure to like work really hard and go all the time and be productive just creates so much stress, and like the societal influences of like you are what you do, so you have to do a lot. Yoga also invites and asks us to kind of peel that layer back to really come into our bodies, come into presence, and connect to this like natural place of calm within. So that's your little Dharma talk with our little discussion on the first two Yoga Sutras. And now we'll start our asana practice. So Daniel on iPhone 2, if you guys can put your videos on. Let's again come to a cross-legged position, hands on the knees. You can also sit with your legs extended straight. Is it uncomfortable laying for you? Yeah. So yeah, legs straight, your legs crossed, hands on your knees, start to circle your spine around. Good, gently warming up. Like we were talking about on Tuesday, we want to move the spine in all 6 directions it goes again and again for practice. Good, circle the other direction. Gentle circles. Good, and then come back up to seated, shoulders roll up, back and around, up, back and around. Good, bring your arms out by your side, and then inhale, stretch your arms out and up. And then exhale, stretch your arms out and down. Inhale, arms stretch out and up. Exhale, arms up. Good, one more, inhale, arms stretch out and up. And now exhale, take a gentle twist over to the right. So hopefully this is starting to get a little familiar. Breathe in, sit tall, and breathe out, twist. Maybe look back. Good, come back to center. Bring your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over. Then side, then stretch. Good, maybe roll your top wrist a little bit. Good, circle. And then come back up to seated. Bring your hands on your knees, around your spine, shift back. Good, lift up, arch your spine, shift forward. Good, now if you had your legs crossed, uncross and recross with the opposite shin in front. Good, sitting nice and tall, arms out by your side. Inhale, stretch them up. Exhale, lower your arms down. So connecting the breath and the movement. Inhale, arms stretch up. And exhale, arms straight down. Last time, inhale. And then exhale, easy twist over to the left. Gently lift tall through your spine. Look back behind you, twist, twist, twist. You'll come back to center. Lower your left hand down. Reach your right arm up and over. Stretching down your side, maybe circling your top wrist. Circle. Good, come all the way back to center. One more time, round back, take a seated cat. Lift up, arch your spine, shift forward. Come back to center, and then swing your legs around behind you. Come towards the back of the mat and press into a wide knee child pose. So big toes touch, knees wide, hips to your heels, stretch your arms forward. And then see from here, you can let your forehead touch. Good. And then feel a stretch through your hips, in your low back, through your spine. Good, inhaling deeply and exhaling. Good, deep breath in and deep breath out. And just remember to always listen to your body. So anytime you can come back to this resting pose, come onto your knees, skip or take a break. Listening to your body and really listening to your breath. Now stretch your arms a little farther out in front of you. Lift your gaze, come onto your fingertips, and then walk your upper body over to the right, stretching down your side. Breathe. So lift your gaze up on fingertips, walk yourself center, and then over to the left, stretching down your side, really reach over your leg. Good, side body, stretching, nice. And then lift your gaze, walk yourself back center. One more breath here. And then rise up to all fours, tabletop position. Good, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Start by shifting a little forward over your fingers, and then shift back over the heels of the hands. So waking up through your wrist, shift a little forward and back, really press into your knuckles, root into your fingers, shift forward and back. Good, then come to tabletop position, and then arch your spine, toes tuck, gaze up, cow. Round your spine, point your toes and lower. Inhaling, cow toes tuck, belly lower, shoulders shrug down, gaze up. And then exhale, point your toes around your spine, look in. One more time, shoulders shrug down, hips lift, gaze up. Exhale, arch and round, look in. Good, come back to a neutral, flat back position. Then stretch your right leg back and your left arm forward. So extended table hold here. Good, now see if you can round and curl, bring your knee and elbow underneath you, and then stretch it long, forward and back, elbow to knee, crunch, and reach. One more time, pull it in, stretch it out, and come back to table, hand and knee down, move side to side. So gently sway. Good, back to all fours, left leg stretches back, right arm reaches forward. Balance here and hold. Good, now curl your elbow and knee underneath you, and then stretch it long. Elbow to knee, little crunch, and reach. Last time, pull under, extend, come down, table pose. Move your hips back and forth. Good, again, you can bring your knees in a little bit closer. Stretch your right leg back, and then start to make some circles with your leg. You're waking up your hip. You can bring your leg kind of up, back, and round. You can almost kick up to try and stretch the front of the hip. Good, circle in the other direction. Go then stretch your right leg back and then step your foot forward. You can bring your hands onto the calf. You can guide it forward. Good, low lunge. Bend into your front knee, hands on the mat. Go down so you can straighten through your legs, shift your hips back. Good, bend into your front knee and shift forward. Good, straighten and shift back. One more time. Shift forward, shift back. Now see if you can hold it back and enjoy that stretch. Think from the right heel to the left knee, chest to your thighs. Good, breathe, nice. And then again, bend into your knee, plant your hands down and step your right leg back to table pose. Bring your hands forward, bring your hips down, so you're kind of in the diagonal line from your knees to your shoulders. So modified plank, bend your elbows, chaturanga, and then straighten. So you can do 2 more little push-ups on your knees, elbows squeeze to your sides. And back up one more time, nice and slow. Good, come all the way down. Stretch your legs back. And then stretch your arms long. Exhale. Inhale, lift everything up. Arms, legs in check. Lift the thighs to your hips, lift your arms, stretch, stretch, stretch. And come down. Hands by your side, palms down, fingers forward, press the tops of the toes down. Good, lift up, cobra. Good, and then press back to table, circle your hips back to the left and right. Circle forward, right, left. So by opening up our hips, we can sometimes start to find more space and freedom in the spine. Circle your hips in the other direction. Good. And then back to center table. Stretch your left leg back behind you. Good. And then step your left foot forward. Oh, no, actually, stretch it back, hold it up there, and then circle your leg in the air. Make some space in that hip. And then kick your leg up, out, drop back. In the other direction, circle. Good. Hold it back, give it a little kick, 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 wiggle, wiggle. And then step your left foot forward, bring your hands to the leg, and into your front knee, shift forward. Good, and then straighten your leg, shift it back. Move left heel to right knee. Good, half split, bend into your front knee, shift it forward. And then straighten, shift it back. One more time, shift forward. Shift it back, hold it back. Think about really pulling that left heel to the right knee, chest to your thighs. And then hands come down, bend your knee, send your leg back to table. Walk your hands forward. Again, lower your knees to modified plank, or you can tuck your toes and come to plank pose. Chaturanga, yogi push-up, all the way down. Slide your forearms out in front of you for Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms forward. Maybe wiggle your hips a little. And then think about kind of pulling your elbows towards your hips, glide your chest forward like an isometric hold, opening your chest, breathing. Good, lower down. Bring your arms back behind you. See if you can interlace your fingers, press your palms together behind your back, and just fly your arms up. Lift. Nice, and lower. Hands by your side, press the table. And then we'll come to downward dog. So spread your fingers, press to the knuckles, lift your hips up and back. And just start to bend your knees, pedal your feet out, right heel lowers, left knee bends, left heel lowers, right knee bends, pedal, and shake your head a little. Good, and then walk your feet up to your hands, come to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Let your knees bend, let your upper body hang. Sway side to side. Good. And then bend your knees, round your spine, come all the way to stand. And then at the top, lift your shoulders up toward your ears, circle around, back and down, up, around, back and down, and up, around, back and down. And you can use the mirror to really notice your posture. So round into your feet, lift and spread your toes, press your toes down. Bring shoulders back over your hips, maybe a little bend of your knees. So we'll just do a little bit of movement and get into some of our deeper stretches. So give your hands and your wrists and your arms a little shake, 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 shake. Maybe shake out your legs a little, one leg and then the other. Get a little movement going. Good. And then arms by your side, exhale. Inhale, stretch your arms out to the sides and up. Good. And then side bend to the right hand to the left wrist, stretch. Good, back up to center and switch, left hand, right wrist. Maybe bend your knees a little, up and over to the left. From center, bring your arms to goalpost position. See if you can back bend here, hips forward, chest forward, lift. Good, reach your arms up. And with the bend of your knees, forward fold. Let your hands come down, your head drops, sway side to side. Good, then bring your hands to your shins or your thighs, look forward and lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Good, fold in. And then stretch your arms out wide as you come all the way to stand. And then hands come together and down to the heart, mountain pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your arms come down by your sides. Lift your heels, come up to your tiptoes. Good, and lower your heels. You can also bring your arms out to help you balance. Lift your heels and lower. Again, heels lift and lower. Now lift and spread your toes. You can bring your hands down, kind of spread out your fingers to encourage your toes to lift and spread. Good, lower down. Bend your knees and squat down. Lift your right heel up, and then your left heel, pedal and pedal. Full ankle strength so you can keep everything tracking forward. Good, both heels lift, both heels lower. Good, and then forward fold, hands to the mat. Straighten your legs, come down. Lengthen as you gaze up. Fold in, stretch your arms, rise to stand, lift, and then hands together into the heart, mountain. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, place your hands on your knees and circle like this. All the major joints in our body warming up. Good, circle the other direction. Good, come to stand, step your feet out wide, circle through your hips. Forward to the side, back and around. Good, and then circle. Yeah, you can have your hands on your hips, or your arms kind of come out. Good, back to center, feet underneath you. See if you can kind of isolate through your ribs and circle your torso. Might feel a little awkward. Do the best you can. Good, kind of moving through your chest and then circle in the other direction, rolling your ribs. Good, and then back up, stretch your right arm up, circle it back and around, look back, and then left arm, reach up, back and around. And then keep going like that, right arm and left arm. Good, both arms stretch high, drop your right arm back, bring your left arm forward, and then lift. Good, drop and lift, drop and lift. Good, switch, right arm forward, left arm back. Good, drop, lift, drop, lift. Both arms stretch up high. Good, bring your right hand to your hips, stretch your left arm over, circle your wrist, circle, And then back up and switch. Left hand to your hip, right arm up and over, circle and circle. Good. Back to center. We'll do one sun salutation. So walk to the top of the mat. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees and forward fold, hands to the floor. Lengthen your spine, look forward, halfway lift. Now point your hands down and step your feet back to plank pose. And always modify and come to your knees. Lower chaturanga, yogi push-up. Good. Cobra or up dog, coming to your back bend. And then press back to downward dog for 3 breaths. If downward dog doesn't feel good, you can come to your knees and table. Spread your fingers, press your palms, lift your hips high, press your chest back, keep breathing. And then heels high, knees bend, walk your feet up to your hands and fold. Stretch your arms as you come all the way up to stand, reach, and then hands together into the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Balance on your left leg, bring your right heel to your seat. You can hold your heel in, quad stretch. Good. And then release that, hug your knee up into your chest. Give it a squeeze, more in front of you. Yeah, nice. And you can kind of circle. If it's hard to grab, you can also let it hover. Good, and then put your right foot down next to your left. Take a couple little hip circles, one way and the other. Good, balance on the right leg. Bring your left knee, bend your knee, heel to seat. Stretch the front of your leg. You can reach your arm out to balance. Good, and then bring your knee into your chest. You can grab right underneath the leg, circle your ankle, yeah, or hold it balanced. Good, and then lower back down. Good, step your right leg to the back of the mat, and then spin your back heel open. Reach your arms out wide for warrior 2. Christian, can you put your video on? Good, bend your front knee deep, arms stretch out wide, shoulders down. Good, straighten your arms and legs, reach up, bend and lower. Inhale, straighten, reach, exhale, lower. One more time, lift up, come down, hold. Good, now see if you can reverse your warrior, take it back. Good, rise back up. Shift forward, extended side angle, left arm to thigh, right arm maybe up and over. Good, rise back up, and then straighten your leg. Bring all 10 toes to face the left side of the mat. Good, now bend your knees and see if you can squat down low to the left. Good. And then center, squat to the right. Bend your knees, straighten your leg. Good, again, squat, shift to the side. And again, to the back. Nice, and then straighten your legs and forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips, look forward, half lift. Come all the way up, stand. Turn your right toes to face the back of the mat. Bend your knee, back heel spins, arms open out wide, warrior 2. But can you, Christian, can you put the video on you so I can see you? Good, sit a little bit lower. Straighten your arms and legs, lift up. Exhale, bend and lower down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Really good, one more time, straighten. Good, come down. Really bend your front knee over your right foot, look towards the back. Good, come all the way up. Good, and then turn your right toes to face the side of the mat. And then turn to the top of the mat and step your feet forward. Arms by your side. Inhale. Exhale. Good, bring your feet together, bend your knees, sit your seat low, stretch your arms high, chair pose. You're sitting back in the chair. And then hands to the mat, fold forward. Lengthen as you gaze forward, half lift. Good, then plant your hands down and step your feet back, step your knees back to tabletop position. Come to all fours. Good. Cat-cow your spine, tap your toes, arch, gaze up. Point your toes around, look in. Good. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, and then see if you can circle your arm around, back, down, forward. Circling, warming up your shoulder. And then other direction, reach. Good. Hold your right arm lifted. Now weave your right arm underneath your left. See if you can bring your right ear to the mat. Thread the needle pose. Left hand in front of your face. You can also reach your left arm forward. Good. Yeah. An option, you could reach your left arm up and around behind your back to tuck it inside your hip. Good. Breathe. One more breath. Good. And then slowly release. Stretch your right arm back up. Maybe circle your wrist or shake it out. And then lower your right hand down next to your left. Sway your hips from side to side. Stretch your left arm up and then circle your arm back, down, forward, up and around. Nice big circles, creating some space in your shoulder. Other direction. Left arm reaches nice and high. Good. Now weave your left arm underneath your right. So you can bring your left ear to the mat. Right hand in front of your face. Thread the needle. Maybe right fingers face you. Elbow presses away. Reach your right arm forward. You can even challenge yourself and stretch your right leg up and back. Breathe. Good. And then right hand comes down. Left arm stretches nice and high. Good. Release, circle it out. And then bring it down. Walk your knees back and come to lay on your belly. Good. Stretch your arms forward and your legs long. Good. Now inhale and lift your right arm and left leg. And then bring it down. Left arm and right leg. And lower. Keep going like that. So a little bit of back strengthening here. Good. See if you can lift everything up. Hold. Maybe bend your elbows to the side and stretch it long. Hold and reach. And try to lift your chest a little bit more. Or hold, 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 hold. And then lower. Let one ear rest on the mat, arms out to the side. Rock your hips side to side or bend your knees and windshield wiper for your feet. Good. And then bring your gaze forward. Arms come back behind you. You can keep your arms long or option to interlace your hands, draw your shoulders back and down. And again, lift. So back bending here. Lift and reach and lift. And lower. Let it go right here down. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper your feet. Good. Bring your gaze forward. And now slide your forearms out in front of you for Sphinx pose again. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Pull your chest through. Good. Now bend your right knee up toward your waist, keeping your foot on the floor. This is called half frog. Straighten your right arm. And then see if you can weave your left arm underneath your right, kind of like we just did and thread the needle. Zoom people, this is kind of a harder pose to see through the film, so I'm just going to do it again. So you're in Sphinx pose, bring that leg up towards your waist, and then you're going to sweep your left arm underneath you like that, and try to bring your left ear down. Good. And breathe here. You can also place your right hand on your left hand or forearm and kind of press that left arm away. Good. Then stretch your right arm up, out, and over to the side. Open your chest, palms face up. So you're in a twist here. See if you can keep that right arm lifted to feel a stretch in the front of your shoulder. Good, nice. So you're letting kind of gravity open and stretch. Deep breaths. And then roll all the way onto your back. Scoot to the center of the mat. Let the left leg go long. Hug your right knee in. Draw your knee in, rock it side to side, pull in, release, circle around. Good. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can also bend your left knee and plant your foot on the mat. Good. Otherwise, hug your upper body up, bring your nose toward your knees. Squeeze. Good. And then lower down. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind your thigh, flex and point your foot. Spread your toes, point. Circle your ankle. Circle. and then hold here, or option to walk your hand up the leg. Maybe pull the leg in a little bit closer towards you, nice deep stretch, good. Yeah, awesome. And then come down. So the leg can be straight or you can bend your knee, open your leg over to the right for a hip stretch. Good, breathe. Notice and feel. Good, come back up to center. Leg is straight. Flex your foot and cross your leg over your body just a little. See if you can press your low back down. So you want to feel a stretch in the outside of the leg. Good, bring that leg back up to center and then stretch your leg down low and reach your arms up and overhead. Reach. Good, now walk your feet to the bottom left-hand corner of the mat. Shimmy your shoulders to the upper left-hand corner for Banana Asana. So you're making a shape like a right banana. You could cross your right foot over your left. You could take your right hand in your left and kind of pull. But see if you can keep the back of the right shoulder, mid-back, and back of the hip down. So lateral side body stretch, breathing and opening here. Good, and then slowly come back to center, bring your legs down, stretch your arms up, reach. And then lower your arms down by your side. Breathe in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. From here, spin around to come back to the belly. Roll back down. Good. And then come up to your elbows or forearms for spin pose again. Good. You can rock your hips a little, pull your chest through. Good. And then come all the way down. Bring your hands by your side and lift up for cobra. Back bending. Good. Let your shoulders be soft, elbows kind of bend, shift side to side. Yeah, nice. And then come all the way down. Good. So other side, forearms again come out in front of you. Prop against your elbows. Bring your left knee out to the side, kind of up by your waist. Straight through your left arm and then use your right arm underneath you. So you're in thread the needle pose and your legs are in a half row. So Zoom people, looks like you got it. Awesome. Nice. And you can press your left hand on your right hand. Press the floor away, press your hand away. Breathe and notice. Soften and feel. Good, now start your left arm up into the air and then slowly start to spin open to the left. Let your palm face up. And the chest is opening, stretching, breathing. You can put your left arm down or kind of hold it lifted. Feeling a stretch along the front of the shoulder there. And then slowly roll onto your back, keeping that left leg crossed over you, arms open out wide to a T. Palms up, maybe gaze to the left, leaving some space in the spine. slowly roll all the way onto your back. Let the right leg go long, kind of center yourself back in the middle of your mat, and then hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Pull in, release, rock it side to side. And then option to lift your upper body up, bring your nose up towards your knee, round and curl. Good, lower down. Now stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling. You grab behind your hamstring. You can also bend your right knee, put your foot down. Point and flex your foot, spreading your toes, circle your ankles, both directions. Good, now see if you can pull your leg back towards you, walk your upper body up, bring your knee towards your nose, get that nice stretch behind the leg. Good, and then lower back down. You can keep the leg straight or bend your knee, open it out to the side. The right arm reaches out to the right. Again, creating space and flexibility in our hips so that our hips move into our spine. There's nice kind of cooperation between all of the parts in the body. Good, bring your leg back up. Keep the leg straight, flex your foot, and bring it over your body, across it just a little. So keep your back pressing down, flex your foot, and then see if you can feel, again, that stretch along the outside of the leg. And then bring it back to center. Pull your leg in one more time. And then stretch your leg long to the bottom of the mat. Reach your arms overhead, stretch your feet down low. And then walk your feet to the bottom right-hand corner of the mat. Shimmy your shoulders to the upper right. So you're in Banana Asana, making a shape of a crescent moon. You could cross your left foot over your right. Take your right hand to the left wrist. Stretch down your side. You can keep pressing the back of the left shoulder, ribs and hip down. Breathe. And then slowly come back to center. Align your feet up at the bottom of the mat. Shimmy your shoulders to the middle. Stretch your body up and down, top to bottom range. Get super long. Good, and then bend your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, rock side to side. Good option here for happy baby. Reach out to grab the outsides of the feet or behind your thighs. Rock side to side. You can bend one leg in and stretch the other one long. Back and forth, side to side. And then stretch your arms up and your legs up and give everything a nice shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Shake it out, shake it out. Good, and then come back down, feet down on the mat, knees bent, arms long. Bridge pose, lift your hips up, press up. And then slowly roll your spine back down to the mat. Good, two more, inhale, hips lift, press up. And then exhale, lower down. One more time, press your hips up and lift. Good, lower all the way down. Now stretch your legs long. Bring your arms out by your side, palms facing up for final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So let yourself get really comfortable here. And if you're at home, maybe have a pillow under your head or a blanket on top of you. Maybe bring a piece of material over your eyes. Good. And then just get any kind of wiggles out. Roll your shoulders down and around. Let your legs stretch long and shake them out. Your palms face up. And if you're not comfortable in this position, You could also bend your knees. And, ooh,
Yeah, right here.
ooh, sorry. A little scary. And, yeah, so it also might feel good to bend your knees and bend your feet down. Good, and now we'll kind of go deep into our state of relaxation and rest. So Shavasana, final relaxation pose, most important posture in class. Take a deep breath in and let a deep sigh out. Deep breath in, big exhale. One more full inhale, big exhale, and then relax and release your entire body. Bring your attention to the top of the head. Relax the crown of the head and all down the scalp and the face. And as I mentioned, each part of the body, you don't have to do anything or move anything, just feel and relax. So feel into the third eye, the place between your eyebrows, relaxing your temples, your ears, your nose, the mouth, the jaw, the teeth, and the tongue. Excuse me. And then move your attention down the front of the throat and the back of the neck, relaxing down the tops of the shoulders. Feel into the right arm, the elbow, the wrist, palm of the hand, and each finger. Relax your arm completely. Move your attention back up, feeling into the right shoulder and the center of the chest, the left shoulder, and down the left arm to the elbow, down to your wrist and forearm, into the left hand and each finger. Left arm totally relaxed. Move back up to the left shoulder. Feel the center of the chest relax. The left ribs down to the left hip. Low belly is soft. Right ribs, right hip, low belly and back relaxed. Move your attention down the right leg, the top of the thigh, relaxing the knee, the shin, the calf, and the ankle, right foot, each toe. Move your attention back up the right leg, feel the ankle, the knee, and the hip totally relaxed. Low belly, low back, letting go. Left thigh, left knee, left shin, calf, and ankle soften. Left foot, sole of the foot, and each toe. Feel every part of your body here, this outline on the mat, breathing in, letting go. Let there be a deep, full body rest and relaxation. Now bring your attention back to the crown of the head, and there visualize a swirling white light. And pull down from that swirling mass of light a deep red. Bring your attention into the core of the pelvis. So the lowest part of your torso, and imagine there a bright red. This is your root chakra, crimson red. And then this red goes all the way down the legs, to the knees, now to the feet. Sense and feel that color there. A heavy frequency. Visualize that color and stay in that color. Now bring your attention back up to that white at the
crown of the head, swirling. And pull down the color orange, orange like a sunset, into the low belly, the sacrum, the middle place between your pubis bone and your navel. This is the second chakra, your place of sensuality, physical creativity. A beautiful deep orange like a sunset in the lower belly and pelvis. Hold your attention there. Again, bring your awareness back to that swirling white light overhead, almost a transcendent space. And then pull down into your solar plexus, the center of your torso, a sunburst yellow, a bright, bright yellow, right kind of below your ribs, the middle of your body. You can imagine this color there almost swirling or circulating. The third chakra, Manipura, the city of jewels. This bright hit of sunlight, almost fractured, frackled. Our place of empowerment and embodiment, healthy, balanced ego, our personal power. And just hold that place of sunburst yellow. Now bring your attention again back up to that swirling bright white light, almost luminous at the crown of the head over you. And picture a beautiful bright emerald green and pull it down into the heart center. Spring green or Kelly green, and sit in the heart. And expand out over the chest, up into your shoulders, maybe up to the throat. This is the place of the fourth chakra, heart chakra, Anahata, which means unstruck or unstuck, the unstruck sound. And then feel and notice and explore this bright green right at the center of your chest, maybe swirling, softening, relaxing here. And then again from that green, move up to the crown of the head above you, bright white light swirling. Maybe it's kind of luminous, bright. And then sense and feel a beautiful blue, indigo, and bring that right into the throat and the mouth. And let that kind of dance inside your throat. So this is the fifth chakra, your communication center, your place of speech, the hallmark of our humanity. So a bright, beautiful, almost robin's egg blue at the throat. May you speak your truth always. Right at the center of the throat and the mouth, beautiful blue. Notice and feel playing there. And then again, up to that place at the crown of the head, swirling bright white light. Move it only a little bit down to the third eye to a beautiful violet. At the third eye, right between your eyebrows, almost a spinning frequency. This is the Ajna chakra. Spinning so fast you can't see its petals. This is your place of imagination, your intuition, visionary. Good, beautiful violet purple at the forehead. Hold your attention there. And then again, bring your attention up to the crown of the head and notice all of these colors. Which space do you have difficulty holding? Bright, deep red, beautiful, deep orange, a bright sunburst yellow, beautiful green, blue at the throat, indigo or violet at the third eye. Just tapping into this subtle body awareness. I am, I feel, I do, I love, I speak, I see, I understand. Inhale, exhale, and then bringing all of yourself just into this present moment, embodied experience. Let yourself rest here and let the mind wander wherever it feels interesting. Take a full breath in. Let a full deep breath out. Breathe in. Let go. Notice how you feel now. The sensations here in and around your body. And as you're ready, slowly start to bring some movement back in, wiggling the fingers and the toes, rotating the ankles and the wrists. Turn your head side to side. And stretch your arms up and your feet down. Put your body up and down, top to bottom stretch. And then hug your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Rock side to side, maybe forward and back, circle. And then roll to one side and just pause here, kind of in a fetal position on your side. You can make a pillow with your arm, rest your head. And then take your time to press your way up into a seated position. Coming up to seated, cross your ankles, sit well, sit tall. Lengthen your spine and close your eyes here. Again, notice how you feel. And then hands come together at the heart, palms touch. Closing your practice with a sensed feeling of gratitude, hopefully of wellness, of calm. I invite you to really take this practice with you into your day. And we close saying a word that means the light and the dark in me sees and honors the light and dark in you. Namaste. Good job, you guys. Nice work, everyone.